Hey everybody, this is Roberto Blake of RobertoBlake.com helping you create something awesome today. So today, we're going to talk about the importance of having a personal brand. I know I've talked about this before on the channel, but I want to get very deep with this because I know a lot of you as graphic designers are still struggling with this. So I want to give some real context and some actionable advice for you in the building of your personal brand as a graphic designer. First of all, I think it's important for you to understand what your personal brand is. Your personal brand is not a way to get out doing any real actual work. Your personal brand is what people are going to say about you, whether you're in the room or not. So understand that context. Understand that in building your personal brand, you're setting up that narrative, you're setting up that story. Imagine that you were getting ready to ask someone out on a date, and they have heard about you from their friends and other people. What story would you want put out there about you? You'd want them to be able to say that you're a good and you're a wonderful person and that you're fun and that you are great to be around. You'd want all those positive accolades. It's the same thing with regard to your business and your career. You want to be in a position to have positive accolades and positive things said about you. That is called positioning. This is something that you should understand in terms of marketing. And as a graphic designer, understand that I know you in your heart of hearts think of yourself as an artist. Your job is dependent on you being a marketer. You are here to help people sell things, and it starts with you selling yourself, and not in the way that you're thinking. Get your mind out of the gutter. You need to help somebody sell their app in the Apple or Google Play Store. You need to be able to help somebody raise money for their charity. You need to be able to help a business move 100,000 units of their product this year. That is what your designs are going to do. Whether it's a billboard, whether it's a motion graphics intro to an independent film that really needs some support, whether it's a flyer for cancer awareness or autism awareness, whatever it is, your design is supposed to help facilitate the execution of that goal, that call to action. It's supposed to make people do something, believe in something, make people commit with their wallet or with their time or with their energy. So how can you do that for somebody else if you can't leverage your same skills to get people to be interested in what you're doing and to pay attention to it? That's why your personal brand is important, because it is your upfront proof as a graphic designer that you can move people to actually take an action on what you're trying to get them to do. And that's why it's important. You need to be able to get people to hire you. You need to be able to get people to be talking about your work and sharing it with people. You need referral business, if nothing else. So it matters. And if you're an in-house designer, then you need people, if something happens with the company that you're at and it tanks for whatever reason, and this does happen, you need to be able to jump ship to another company that already is trying to poach you. And you do that by building a strong reputation in your industry. If all of that sounds like fluff to you, then understand that personal branding is also a great networking growth hack, and nobody's going to dispute the power of networking. We all have heard it. Who you know is more important than what you know. It's true, but it's also about the value of who you know. Knowing a bunch of people that aren't in a position to do anything for you is not very advantageous. The right people that can help move the needle in what you're trying to do, the people who are in position to either refer business to you or to make a job offer, that matters. Being on those people's radar, that matters. So you do that through your personal brand by creating awareness, branding exposure. That all is super important and something that you should be very focused on in your career. And if you're not doing that, it might be the reason that you don't have some of the things checked off in your box that you wanted to accomplish. The ability to be discovered in Google search is what got me my job at an ad agency in Midtown Manhattan and led to me being able to do work for companies like Big Ten Network and HBO through that agency and be able to do stuff with Random House, and all that stuff scaled into my personal brand down the road when it was time for me to go off on my own. That kind of thing is important to take into consideration, that there might be a point where you need to make a career change or a career move, and that the ability to be discovered, the ability to be known and recognized, all is very important in letting you move up the ladder in your career. It's the difference between getting job offers and not. It's the difference between connecting to the right people in LinkedIn and not being able to do that. It's about being able to go to a conference and be remembered. So, as a graphic designer, building your personal brand is one of the most important things you can do. I have an ebook that is completely free to anyone who signs up for the Create Awesome Community newsletter that will help you in the building of your personal brand using the same 7-step process that I use to really define and execute on the building of my personal brand. It's the guidelines that inform all of my decisions, everything from the way that I execute on this YouTube channel to my Twitter strategy for answering people's questions in real time and doing video responses to the way that I communicate and storytell in Facebook. All of it is pretty much introduced to you and sets the framework for how I did that in this free ebook. And you can get that robertoblake.com/newsletter is the 7 points of personal branding mini guide. This is completely free. There's no upsell here. At some point, I probably will be doing a workshop course based around this. I'll probably be releasing a full ebook with maybe 7 weeks to building a personal brand or something down the road. But in the meantime, take advantage of this free resource, build your personal brand, get more exposure, get more clients, give yourself leverage in negotiating for better job opportunities, build your network. Use these tools and anything else that you can get your hands on online and make that happen. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it's putting you on the path of building your awesome personal brand. If you have questions, definitely feel free to ask me in the comment section. I'll try and answer as many of them as I can to help you guys out. Like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome content on the channel. As always, you guys, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget, create something awesome today.